energy, let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me. Say, boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows. When I play with him like that. I think he knows. When I say to him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on. And he knows it's true. When I play with him like that. When I play with him like that. Play with him like that. That he's coming right back.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoted to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy, LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. I snack at my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his check, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, me. Back your buddy, if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that nigga burn me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go in Cincinnati. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Into the secondary past the 40. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. McCarthy throwing right away. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They'll try it left with Chandler. Blast through midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On play action now, McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They give up the gut to Chandler. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
McCarthy throwing on third down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Handoff headed left to Brown. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. He lofts it deep left. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Miami, they're on a stop.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
They'll stick with Chandler. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Chandler again. Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Smith able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Return starts at the 3. And look at this return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action now. Burrow. Buying some time right. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll be right back to Cincinnati after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at 3rd and still 10 here. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be Bengals football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now lead by 10. T. Higgins the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this, but this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air, and the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying down the middle with Chandler. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right, we talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They go play action here. That pass complete to Moss. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, but it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Brown on the inside give. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
11.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finds his man Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals push their lead to 18. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, it's a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the... He's got it inside the 25. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Here we go.
Now it's Brown. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Burrow. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. This one falls incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Butker knocks it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Wow, bringing it out from the back of the end zone here. And they're going to need a first down just to get back to where a touchback would have been, Brock. He's out at the 20. They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
After the sack, another pass on second down. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 11 minus.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get more points to end a lopsided first half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now to Chandler. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. On play action now, McCarthy. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now a give to Chandler, running right. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Dax Hill up for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. McCarthy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A run with Brown. And he tried but couldn't turn the corner. He's tackled at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Burrow from the gun. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Searches from the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And this one gets just beyond midfield before sailing out.
At their own 47-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Geno Stone picks it up. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Brown. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Brown on the carry. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He's on the move. Completes this one to Chase. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they send a man in motion. 1st down, Burrow to throw. He gets it to him on the screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
But the defense is... Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Higgins, the man in motion right. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This is a 48-yard look for it. Butker knocks it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. The 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings get it back to a full 3 possessions now, 24 points. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Returns looking good so far. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did. I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Here we go.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Burrow back to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. They're out and set, first and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. This is Chandler. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Receiver in motion, going left. Here we go, second and 9. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they can't chomp to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. McCarthy throwing here. He gets this one to Chandler. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, well, that's an expectation rarely achieved in a season.
They're on him again. He goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. McCarthy to throw for it. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Brown. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals moments away from a 2-0 start. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Here we go.
They bring Higgins in motion left. Looking to throw, Burrow. He rolls to his right. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On one, ready?
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect a timeout coming any moment now.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And they could really use a good one here. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.